Hello everyone, my name is Chief Landless, and I'm bringing you guys another Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentary, bringing you guys some beast gameplay here. I have some regular kill confirm gameplay, regular 6v6 kill confirm, where I go 55 and 15. Yes, 55. 55 and 15. Doing a little bit of Espanol as I am back from Mexico. For those who do not know, you've missed a few videos if you do not know, because I am back. And yeah, back in action, back in full force. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay as always. And yeah, just this absolute beast. This is an older gameplay from a while back now. I am 10th prestige now, so I don't know why this has been sitting on my hard drive for so long. Probably because of the length of the gameplay, so I will speed it up during the lulls in between, you know, not finding people. It just took forever for this gameplay. It was about 10 minutes long, even, surprisingly, even with 55 kills. I don't know what happened. I assumed I grabbed all the tags as possible, but, oh, just ran away from one there, but I don't know, maybe I was being a little bit of a dick, but who cares? Hope you guys enjoy the beast gameplay, as always, and, yeah, I went Canadian bacon on them. Bacon. So let's talk about the commentary, as always, because it's never about the gameplay unless I decide to be blah 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 blah. You know the dealio. So, the topic this time around is the Call of Duty community and what it means for, you know, what you're gonna do, the next time around, the next set of games, the next, you know, the sequels. What are you gonna do next time around? Because I've been talking to my friends, and when I say my friends, I mean my friends in real life, because that's pretty much who I really game with. At one point, all 100 friends on my friends list were all guys I went to high school with. That just shows, and they're all my same age with a few younger siblings, so it just shows how kind of awesome it was. There was always somebody to play with, always a full party. We always were kind of fighting to be the first one online, so we wouldn't be, you know, we wouldn't be the odd man out in the lobby, so it's kind of cool that way. So we're all kind of still connect, we still talk to each other. A few of us have, you know, gone separate ways, which is kind of nice. It's still able to play with friends that have, you know, gone separate ways with their education around the world. So I thought that's kind of cool. But we've been talking lately on whether or not we are going to buy the next Call of Duty game. And it's kind of looking back at that now, we would never have questioned that back after Call of Duty 4. I started on Call of Duty 4 multiplayer-wise. I played Call of Duty 3 single player. Like I overplayed that game so much. I loved it, and I didn't have Xbox Live at the time. And then finally, I was introduced to Xbox Live around the end of Halo 2, before Halo 3 was coming out, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing! I have to get it. I have to get this Xbox Live. And then shortly after Christmas season came around, I didn't get Call of Duty 4 right away. I don't know what happened. I was all caught up in Halo and Halo 3. And one of my friends was like, dude, you have to try this Call of Duty 4. I was like, okay, fine. What World War is this? It's like, no, it's modern. I was like, what? I was shaking my head like, what? I thought Ghost Recon was the only thing that did modern, like, warfare type stuff. And sure enough, I fell in love with the Call of Duty series, Call of Duty title right then and there. It was so much fun. The multiplayer was simplistic. It was awesome. Almost no flaws. And it was probably the most bare bones to perfect Call of Duty game that has been put out there. Everyone says it's their favorite. It still is my favorite out of the Call of Duty games. And it's not to say that I don't like Modern Warfare 3, not to say that I didn't like Black Ops. I actually really enjoyed Black Ops. I've hopped on Black Ops a few times recently, and it's very nostalgic, just hopping on and being like, hey, this is what Call of Duty used to be. It's kind of gone a little downhill since then, and it's unfortunate that we're in this mindset. Partly because of some, you know, cheap tactics that have been introduced, you know, like Call of Duty Elite. I'm calling it cheap just because it's a whole nother money-grabbing scheme to the massively already giant and popular Activision, and it doesn't seem necessary, really. And then we have, you know, all the things where they promised, you know, they said no, last stand, which I guess is correct, but they had second chance, like, you know what I mean. It's a lot of things where it's just, you know, things aren't being listened to the community. It actually has gone downhill. If you look at the progression out of that single perk, second chance / last stand, it has gone worse since Call of Duty 4. You know, Call of Duty 4, you had last stand, nobody could revive you, blah 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 blah. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it just went downhill from there. Eventually got to the point where If somebody else had the perk, you could revive them. So it wasn't that bad. And then eventually the next game, next version of it, anybody could revive you, which was getting a little annoying. Then the next thing you know, it was a death streak, and it just shook my hand. You could either have the perk or the death streak, and I was like, no, the developers are definitely not listening to us. It was like a progression over time. We didn't really enjoy Last Stand to begin with, and then they just slowly were keep on making it worse, and it was kind of, I don't know, the developers were just not listening. So that's a great example there. There's a host migration there if you guys do not know, and I tried to cleanly splice it together. But yeah, so we have an example there of the developers not always listening to the outcries of the community, which, hey, those are your customers, and they seem to almost disregard us. And it's kind of annoying where we get to the point that, okay, we have to question, are we going to get this game simply based on how they put together the current title of the Call of Duty and how they listen to us? It's really annoying. And then you add on the community that plays the game. Now, most of the time I'll be saying, it's not, Modern Warfare 3 isn't terribly bad. Sure, they have a few things that I'm not a fan of, like I've said. And now, when I really step back and calm down and think about it, what causes me to quote-unquote rage? And that's the player, the opponent. And it's those any means necessary that they will go to try and exploit the game, exploit its flaws, just to get an extra stat attached to their gamertag. It is so annoying that that's what it has come down to. It's overly competitive people playing a social game, and you'll never find a common ground. And it gets rather annoying. You almost don't see this in Battlefield 3. Everyone has a common understanding of, hey, I don't want this to happen to me, so I won't do it to them. There's plenty of servers that have things in place where, they have set rules, just so, just to clarify, hey, if you do this, you'll be banned. It's just not fair for everybody. And I completely agree with it. It makes the game so much more fun that you can be like, hey, I have the power to say, hey, this guy isn't exploiting it. I would prefer not to play with him. And the owner of the server can be like, hey, sayonara. And it's great to see that. You'll rarely see, for example, people exploiting a game where they camp the airstrip and they camp the aircraft carrier or something like that, where they will shoot down the jets before they get a chance to really take off. And other than that, you rarely see that. So I really enjoy it, and it's an amazing how much of a change you go from one game to another, and it's amazing. One community doesn't really completely transfer over, the mindset and mentality of, hey, let's really have fun here, let's not be a dick. But you'll never be able to solve it, no matter how many times you try and fix a game, like what they may be doing for Black Ops 2. You never know, they may take things out, they may fix things. It's the community that will never be fixed. So that's a whole nother point to take into consideration there on whether or not you may return to the next Call of Duty title. Like, I know some people have already abandoned ship because of Modern Warfare 3 and may not even return ever again. So let me guys know what you guys think. This topic has kind of been bouncing around my head recently because of recent events. I was live streaming recently, and two guys were repeatedly harassing me with well typed out messages. Well, not well, they were, just stupid, but I was laughing at them. It was just a mockery of what the guys were trying to do. They were basically saying, I suck at Call of Duty because I play public matches and I don't play game battles, and that I should come back when I've won a game battle tourney, then I'll have some sort of street cred in their eyes. I don't care if I have to prove myself for that way. If I have to prove myself that way to you guys, you're a douchebag. That's just another example. I am live streaming, I'm having fun, I'm playing socially with people that are in the live streaming and trying to get as many people in, and these guys could care less. Like, I'm sorry that I'm live streaming. It doesn't mean you're going to see the world's best gameplay. It doesn't mean that I have to be MLG. I'm doing it for fun. And it's people like that make me go, what the hell, man? Like, calm down. It's just a game. I'm having fun. Why are you a fanboy? Like, these guys followed me for 2 hours messaging me. I was laughing the entire time, and the messages they said were just completely stupid. So maybe I'll show some of them on screen. But other than that, that's kind of the reason for this commentary. let me guys know, like I said, answer those questions down below in the comment section. I appreciate you guys coming back to another video. Like, comment, favorite, rate, subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll catch you guys next time. Remember to watch any other videos that you may have missed last week. Click on those previews there. And I'll catch you guys next time. My name is Chief Landless, and I'm signing out. Geronimo!